Music matters. Love C4, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. It's a new year. I'm in LA. I'm out the Bay.
Beautiful.
You feel me? I'm fucking with my birthday on Monday, man. So.
Oh, your birthday on Monday.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
How old are you turning?
Man, I'm getting up there. I'm about to be 28.
That's not up there. You're still young.
Man, I'm getting up there. I feel like a fucking grandpa.
You got your whole life ahead of you.
Oh, God. It feel good though. We doing big things.
Are you somebody who like dreads birthdays or looks forward to them? Because I feel like there's got to be a certain point. I feel like probably once you get past like 35, 40, birthdays are a bad thing.
Yeah, it just depends. Like it depends on how the pockets is looking. Like if my pockets is looking good, then my birthday is lit. You feel me? We finna be up.
Yeah.
If my pockets is hurting, I'm like, damn, my birthday finna come up.
Spend all my money.
Yeah, like damn, like what the fuck am I finna do? Like, you feel me?
That's
but
always
birthdays be stressful as fuck.
No, I agree, bro. That's kind of how I feel about like every holiday.
Yeah.
Like every holiday, you look forward to it, and then you get there and you're just stressed out because you're like, I gotta find something to do today.
Right.
Like I have to do
like,
something.
On your birthday, it's like you gotta provide. Like you gotta make sure you have fun, and then you try to make sure the people around you have fun, and then you like, all right, do I provide the fun for them? And then it's like, but it's my birthday. Like motherfuckers supposed to be providing the fun for me,
and then you're stressing the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me? And then you just get there and be like, all right, whatever. It's just another day. Like
yeah, exactly. That's how like I feel like every holiday is too. Like as you get older, I feel like I always hear like my parents and like my grandparents talking about how like Christmas and stuff isn't even like. Like often it's just like a stress thing. I feel like because you're right, you gotta like orchestrate a whole dinner or whatever, spend time with your family, which obviously is a good thing. But
and then family be complicated on top of all that. So it'd be like
I don't think I anticipated how much I'd miss my family when I moved to LA.
Yeah, that shit's real, bro. Like I got a baby brother, man, and I go like a month without seeing him, and I'd be like, hell nah, where Brad? Like, call this nigga. Like,
how old's your brother?
Bro, he 8 years old.
Oh wow, so okay. Do you feel like he's a lot like you?
Man, I was there a lot, like raising him. Like you feel me? I raised him a lot when he was a kid and shit. So I would hope that he took the good parts of me.
Yeah, all the good and then throw the bad away.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel the same way about my brother. I feel like when you kind of grow up and you have like a younger brother, there's a certain part of you that like wants to be a good person and wants to like lead the way kind of for them.
Hell yeah.
Because it's like everything you do has more weight to it.
Hell yeah, bro. I got older siblings and like I wanted to count on them a lot when I was growing up, but couldn't really count on them for a lot of shit. So like when I had a little brother, it was like instantly time to, you feel me? Like, I knew what it was like not being able to have that source or like, you feel me, just somebody that you trusted, just an older person, you feel me, fully trusted. So like I immediately assumed that role. Like it's damn near like basically a father figure for my little brother. Like my mom called me all the time, like come get you. And I'll be like, it's good. I'm about to pick bro up. You feel me?
It makes me think about how stressful having a kid probably is.
Man, for real. That's the one thing. You feel me? As soon as I'm done with bro, when he starts stressing, all right, I call my hey, take your son back. Like I got this back to my life. So that's the good part. Like I ain't got no kids yet.
You can't do that when you have a kid.
Exactly.
That's the scary part, I guess, about like being a father or just raising a kid in general. It's like everything that you do is fully exemplified by them. Facts. Like they will learn.
They just soak that shit up.
Yeah, exactly. We really are like a product of our environment.
Really, bro, that shit's crazy.
I think you can look at like all the best traits in people around you and all the worst traits in people around you, and you can pinpoint it 95% of the time to the way they were raised.
Hell yeah, bro. That shit's crazy. Like, it's inevitable. It's like you can't erase your childhood and like become a different person. Like that, no matter who you are, you become a product of basically how you were raised. Like,
a product of your environment.
Right, exactly.
That's why, like, I don't know. I feel like there's so many kids who are like misled. But I feel like why you have to look at the people like that with like empathy is because of the fact that like often, like the people, we are a product of our environment, everything that's wrong with me and you and whoever else, it comes from a place of like where we come from.
Exactly, bro. Like, man, it's crazy being like a full adult. You feel me? You look at kids and you like, damn. It's like a lot of kids, it wasn't their fault. You feel me? Because like when you a kid, you look at other kids like, bro, what the fuck wrong with him? Like,
for sure.
They over here geeking like, bro, what the fuck? Like, who does that, bro? Who raised you? And you actually knew, if you really met who raised them, you'd be like, shit, man, like, hey, you trying to come over to my crib, bro? Like,
yeah, that's funny. You're right. Because you're like, who raised this kid?
Exactly.
But then it's like the reason they are the way, it's because who raised this kid?
You feel me? That shit's real. I definitely been seen some shit. I'm like, damn. So it kind of makes sense. Like, can't really blame certain people.
You're 28. When did you first start feeling like an adult? Like, when do you think like you were first forced to kind of like grow up and be an adult?
I'm not gonna lie. I was forced to grow up early as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I was like on the streets when I was like 15. Like sleeping at friends' houses and like just figuring it out for real, like just damn near getting money on the streets, hitting licks and just wilding really. And then like I moved back in with my mom when I was like 18, 19 after I got into some trouble with the law and shit. But I was forced to grow up early and like figure it out and learn how to like be an adult and maintain like all the shit I had to maintain as an adult. Like, I learned that shit early. I was forced in that shit early, but like I still feel young.
Yeah,
like, I still feel like I'm like 23.
You are.
Like you feel me? I'm 28, but I feel like I'm like 23 still. You feel me? Like, I still don't even feel like I'm a full ass like grown ass man yet. Like I still feel like, you feel me? I'm young. You feel me? I'm young, free, and I'm living like because I ain't got no kids or nothing. I ain't got no strings attached, so. You feel me? If I had a kid, I'd probably be like, yeah, I feel like a grown ass.
I feel like that's like when you have to grow up, you know?
Yeah, like you ain't got, it ain't no argument, nigga. You set in stone, bro. You got your life.
Yeah, exactly.
But you feel me? My life could still take any direction, so.
It's kind of a comforting thought, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I feel like whenever I'm stressing and stuff, like something that always helps me kind of rationalize and feel a bit more normal is when I'm like, damn, I'm 21. You know,
Right.
like I have a lot of time to figure it out.
You for sure got
Yeah.
You are good, bro. And you already, you feel me? You already doing something.
Thanks, bro.
Fully doing something. So you already way ahead of the curve, bro.
Thank you, man. Do you remember where you were at 21?
Man, 21, I was just wilding, bro. Like 21, I was still trying to figure it out. And I was like, I was getting into some trouble with the law and shit, and I was like, had a girlfriend and just like completely distracted from like what I probably should have been doing. But like, I was put into situations where like it took me a minute to like get all my shit together for real. Like, by the time I was like 23, 24, that's when I like got it together, and I was like, okay, I got a grasp on all my shit. Like, moved out of parents' crib and like got all my shit together, you feel me? But 21, I was just partying and just fucking getting turned, like just with the girlfriend and helping raise my little brother and just living at the crib with moms and not really, but I was still doing music though.
When did you first start doing music?
I mean, I've been doing music since I was like 20 probably, 19, 20 probably. I always fucked with music. I always loved music, but I forget how old I was not really recording my first track, probably like, I think like 18, 19.
Do you think you could find it if you like went and searched back?
Man, my homie might be able to, but you know, these laptops be crashing like a motherfucker. Like, I done had so many fucking studios crash on me with hella music and shit, so I don't even fucking know.
I feel that,
bro. All that shit's somewhere in the fucking.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's the weird thing about the internet. Everything that you've like done is somewhere at some point. You know what I mean? Right.
My homie the other day, he was working on the design, and he was like, "Bruh, my whole shit just got deleted, bruh." No. And I'm like, there's no way, bruh. It's got to be somewhere, bruh. Like it's somewhere in there, bruh. Like it's like 2 days later, he like, "Bruh, I found it." I'm like, wow, it's somewhere. Like,
yeah, I mean, there's like softwares that autosave, and you don't even know they autosave, and you can like go back through the files and like find out what you lost. Yeah, for real.
Safety precautions built for humans are lovely.
Yeah,
we be fucking up.
Yeah, for real. And if we're not fucking up, the software is.
Exactly.
So you grew up in the city, right?
Yeah.
What part of the city?
My whole life, Fillmore district.
Okay, so you were raised in the Fillmore, and you still live there?
Nah, I don't live in the Fillmore no more. That shit is just hectic. Too much bullshit in Fillmore.
Yeah. Do you feel like, how do you feel like the city's changed as you've kind of grown up there? Because, I mean, if you were born there and you're now 28, like, what are the differences you see in the city now from when you, started living there?
It's gotten way more, like, hypey. Like,
hypey?
Yeah, like, in high school, we was lit. Like, in high school, we had functions like when I was in high school, we had club parties and they was called functions, and those parties were more lit than like going to the club right now. Like,
I've heard about this.
Bro, we had it lit, bro. Like the whole room twerking, like you feel me? It ain't no shame in your game. Like, you feel me? Everybody going crazy. You feel me? You leaving out the function looking crazy. Everybody sweated out and hella.
That
shit.
was like I interviewed Gerald. Shout out to Gerald from Brick and Mortar and Bird Management. And he was telling me about those and how when he was younger, he used to like, throw functions.
Bro, yeah, I used to throw like. I didn't throw functions, but after the function days, I was like a house party king. So I was throwing the crazy house parties. But that was like when I was on the streets and shit. You feel me? I like found a way to start getting spots to start throwing parties and shit. But yeah, to see like the high schoolers now, like they focused on getting some fucking Amiris and some purple jeans and some fucking Louis Vuitton. And like I didn't even know what the fuck that shit was when I was in high school. Like I dead ass didn't know none of that shit when I was in high school. Like we was just keeping it lit. Like we was just drinking, smoking, and having fun. You feel me? Going to Dolores Park and having a full fucking function in Dolores Park, just going crazy. So I feel like the focus is way more, like it's less on like authentic fun and it's more focused on just, I mean like America as a whole has gotten very like flashy and like, you feel me? Like the younger generation is like, just doing hella more shit than we was doing. Like they scamming and doing hella.
Well, because now there's social media, so they can get clout off it.
Exactly. Yeah. So now it's like, so that's the perfect word. Now it's like more. The city is more clout. Yeah. Like the focus is more clout now than like music and like fun and like, you feel me? Just really having community and like keeping it lit. And then you got the whole techie takeover and you feel me? So it's different. It's a whole bunch of different shit that's in the city and like. The fucking homeless problem is like crazy. Yeah. So it's the city's confused. The city's like not taking care of its people really, and the young people are getting sucked up by this new generation of clout. So it's like it's different. It's a lot of shit.
We were shooting something with an artist named Cindy from the city. Shout out to Cindy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's really fire. But she was kind of the way that she put it kind of stuck with me. She said like I think the way she phrased it was like that the city has like lost its sense of character. Like, it used to have a lot of culture and a lot of character, but, like, now she doesn't think it has as much. Do you think you agree with that?
It definitely does. Yeah, bro. I used to be very prideful of the Bay Area in San Francisco, and, like, now that I'm grown and I'm looking around, like, the past couple years have shown me a lot of shit that's like, damn, this city's, like, low-key, definitely losing its character, losing, like, just the real culture of what it was and who was here. Everybody's, like, gone, and it's just, like, go outside and you're like, bro, this shit weird now. Like,
how do you think that changes? Because I don't fucking know.
I don't know, man. Like, I hope the city can, like, we can, like, because, you know, all the clubs close at 2 and shit. Yeah. Hope we can move that to, like, 4 a.m., like, start getting more, because it's hard to throw, like, rap shows in San Francisco, so I hope the city...
there's not very many rap venues in San Francisco at all.
You feel me? So I hope if the city can, like, extend the curfew and like start having more like real youth like events and like more accepting, like more venues that are willing to have like young people just, you feel me, if they got the money to do it, like fuck it.
And they do.
Exactly. Yeah. You feel me? So if we get that, I feel like it could happen. But it's like it's just so much, like the techie takeover is like very hard to combat.
That's what everybody says. Yeah, he's from the city. Same thing.
It's like it's hard to do. But the city is. We got some good motion with the music right now. Like,
for sure.
The artists are going crazy. Everybody doing their shit. So I like the entrepreneurship in the city is taking off. Yeah. A lot of people in the city, like they doing their shit. Like, you feel me? They figuring it out. Like, all right, let's do something out here to get our name on the board, because for a minute, motherfuckers been running laps around us. Yeah. Quite frankly, I'm from San Francisco. I'll be the first one to say it. Like, you know what I mean? We gotta step it up.
That venue shit's ridiculous. Like, yeah, like one thing that bothers me about the curfew is like how if you throw an all ages show, the venue has to be cleared by 12. Right. So that means you have to be done by 11, like 11:30.
Exactly, and it's just
which is crazy to me,
bro. Like sick.
Yeah.
Like, we about to all go home at 11:30. Like, it doesn't really lead. It's like then people have to figure out something to do after, which distracts from the night that they had and the experience that they just had with you. But yeah, it's hard for this. It's hard for people in the city to support each other, and then it's hard to even get support from the city.
Yeah.
So it's like,
well, that's even harder. Yeah.
Exactly. You feel me? So it's like,
the venue thing too. Like, I feel like there really are not, like right now, there are really not that many true hip hop venues in San Francisco.
Hell no.
There's like Brick. There's like, I mean, Amato's. There's a lot of hip hop shows.
Yeah. There's like Slims.
There's like Slim. Well, Slim's gone.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know.
Yeah. I feel like more and more though, like, I don't know. I hope that can begin to change. Like Crybaby in Oakland.
Yeah.
That just opened. They've been going crazy.
I fuck with Crybaby.
Yeah.
Last time I was there, it was lit. They be throwing some good events.
Yeah.
I fuck with Crybaby.
But I think like that is one thing in San Francisco is really missing right now. Like I feel like it needs a hip hop venue, like
a full.
Yeah.
Just like it was about to be Vanity.
Yeah.
But I think it got shot up or something. They stopped that shit.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they stopped that shit. It was lit in there for a minute. Like on Sundays, it was full. Like it was about to become a thing. Like
yeah.
But it was spicy in there for sure. Like city politics is very like everybody in the city be knowing. So like it's them people in the room. Everybody just on tents. Like
it's unfortunate, yeah. But it's also amplified in San Francisco when you have a city that's only 7 miles by 7 miles.
Exactly, and there's only one hip hop club. It's
yeah,
like, fuck, like
yeah.
You feel me?
That's a problem. Well, I don't know. I feel like a lot. You could actually pinpoint. I feel like a lot of the problems the city has are because of its size, and that makes it so much more difficult to like solve some of these problems. Like, for example, like the homelessness issue. Like, it doesn't seem as bad in LA because LA is so much bigger.
Facts.
And I mean, I don't know the exact numbers. It could be. My understanding is that it's supposed to be similar. Yeah, but like in San Francisco, since it's so small, it's visually it's so amplified. You know, like, bro, like if you go to a show at the Warfield and you're done at like 11, right? And you leave the venue and you're walking from like on Market if you're walking like on Market from like the Warfield like back to the BART station. It's insane,
like,
man.
The
like
streets are littered.
It's really it's sad. Like
trap. Like
it's really sad to see, but it's like I don't know. It's such a complicated issue. Tenderloin too is insane, man.
Yeah, shit's man, and I'd be like I'm down there a lot more now. Cause like I wasn't going in that area for a while. Like for a minute, I like wasn't downtown San Francisco like for like 4 years. I didn't even see what the fuck it looked like, and now I'm down there a lot more. It
changes that fast.
Like, damn, like yo, this shit's bad, bro. Like the crackhead fucking problem is like really bad, bro. Like they shitting everywhere and yelling at people, and I'm like, damn. It's kind of fucked up.
Even from when I was like a kid to like now, it's like noticeably so much worse.
When we was kids, bro, it was hella fun downtown, bro. Like they used to have a PlayStation store, just free games for all kids, bro. And bro, that was like the best thing. If you from the city, bro, you know about the PlayStation store right there at the Metreon, bro. As a kid, bro, it was too lit, bro. Like just a full. Did you ever go there?
No,
bruh. It was like a full.
I'm not from that. I'm from Concord. I'm not from San Francisco.
Oh yeah. I forgot you said that. It's like it was like a full room of just like PlayStations, like 100 PlayStations, TVs, controllers, all set up, and kids just playing for free. You feel me? It was perfect, bro. Like
that's insane, fire. Bro. That sounds so sick.
Like that shit was lit.
But it's weird. Like I don't know. I'm sure you relate to this, but it's like memories like those. I mean, obviously different ones with me. But like memories like those are what stick out in my head when I think about San Francisco, you know? So it's like, even with all these problems, I don't think anywhere else will ever feel like my city, you know?
Even still, like...
Even though I wasn't raised there, yeah.
Even still, if I go somewhere, like, I don't even think if I moved anywhere, I'd be as comfortable. Yeah. Like, even still with all the bullshit in San Francisco, like, I think anywhere I'd go, I'd be like, yeah... San Francisco is kind of better than this. Like, I mean, like
it's a feeling, man. Like, and I don't know what it is.
Get that, we get that like it's cold a lot, but we kind of get a comfort weather. Yeah, we don't get no like crazy bullshit. Like,
it's very mild.
Yeah, you feel me?
Except like, right now,
you can smoke hella weed. It's all the best weed, and except for the clubbing problem, really needs to be fixed. Like, we need to move that 2 a.m. to 4.
There's also just like not any like I mean, there's clubs in the city, but there's not like hip hop clubs in the city.
Facts,
like that's the problem, you know. Yeah. The thing is like when you look at like the golden era of like music in San Francisco, obviously you point to like the rock in like the 60s and 70s.
Right.
But it's like all those venues are still like open, like which is crazy.
Just sitting there,
which is dope. Like I think it's dope. Yeah. There's like Bottom of the Hill. Like I hope Bottom of the Hill never closes. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like that. Like they need. I feel like there just has to be some kind of integration because like.
Somebody's got to try to force it. Like, somebody's just gotta like really push it. Like, yo.
Someone needs to open it. Bro, that is my dream. Like by the time I'm 30, I want to open a venue in the city.
That would be fire, bro. Like, that would be monumental for the community.
Yeah.
Like.
I would love that, bro. If there's like one thing you could change in the city, what do you think it would be? Like, if you had like a magic wand, and tomorrow you were like, I could do this in San Francisco, what would it be?
Man, it's hard to pinpoint one thing. I would help the public school system, cause like, all right, like if our public school system was upped a little bit, and like we'll have a lot of kids that wasn't falling through the cracks, cause like. It's hella kids falling through the cracks in San Francisco and just becoming like, drug addicts and just eventually just ODing. Like, I don't know, hundreds of people that just OD'd eventually. Like, and I'm like, that's one thing that I would want to fix. Like, pay teachers more, fix the whole public school system. Like, if I chose one problem to head on and I could wipe that shit away, make that shit cool, like I'll do that.
It's education, bro. It's everything. It's education.
Man,
yeah,
that shit's real, bro. They don't teach us shit.
About
like really being an adult and really like combating the world. Like they don't really teach you shit.
That's a good way to put it. Combating the world. I think it's true. I think like I don't know. I mean, you could talk about school for ages and just everything that like isn't present in public school that should be present. You know, why are we learning about like? And I know this is the same thing that like everybody says. I know it's like an old take, but it's like why are we learning about like igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rocks? And I don't know how to pay a mortgage.
Like, bro, like I don't even know. I didn't know what credit was till I was in my 20s, and like you're teaching me different cement forms, like bro, like I will learn that if I go study construction for a trade. I don't need to learn that shit. Like I don't really need to know about the Ottoman Empire. Like you feel like you could have taught me about some fucking
history. I feel like I changed my opinion on though. Like history, like when I was in school,
history's fire to actually know.
Well, it's super interesting, but even like beyond the fact, well, yeah, me too. But like even beyond the fact that it's like, cause I don't know. I like history class because it felt like reading a cool book, but like even beyond that, like when I was in school, I was like, this is useless. Like why am I learning this? But then like I feel like as I got older, I kind of started to like rationalize in my head. I was like, well, history does repeat itself, so I suppose it is a little important for us to learn from our mistakes, but I don't think that's as important as like knowing how to pay your mortgage. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Or take out a loan.
Facts. History is hella interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
but there's a lot of things that are interesting. You know what I mean?
But like math isn't necessarily interesting to me, bro.
Yeah. You saying not at all.
Now when I think of history now, it's like history is interesting. I feel like they could have maybe because there's a lot of because then you don't even know if they lying to you about half this shit anyway. You feel me? Like history is really a bunch of bullshit.
They almost certainly are.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me? So it's like I could do my like when I become an adult, like I could take it upon myself to take a real dive into my personal history or like what I want to dig into. You feel me? Like they don't need to force it on us.
Yeah,
but they definitely need to force a certain, like
level of it.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me? A certain amount of history.
You know what I feel? When I was in school, I always felt like they should teach you like history of the city you're in more. Like, I always felt like that. You know, I feel like that's even more relevant. Like,
right.
If I was gonna,
you gotta like rely on your parents for that shit.
Yeah,
and that's like if they, you feel me?
If they know,
exactly. If they up on what they're talking about, if they even care about telling you about the city.
Yeah, exactly. When you're in LA, does it feel very different than the city? It probably feels, because to me it feels so different.
Hell yeah, I'm still I still be out here feeling like I'm in fucking. I feel
like a new world.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm in fucking like the Bahamas or something. Like it's like a city, like when you come out the city and go to LA, it's a full breath of fresh air, especially right now because it's full flooded, full storm, like every day
Still?
is just hailing and
goddamn,
bro, this shit's trash. It's been like that for 3 weeks right now, like just in the house, just smoking, like recording and just like like motherfuckers trying to go out at night. It's like, yeah, fuck that, bro. I'm not trying to. Like, I get out the club at 2 a.m. just to get fucking soaked. Yeah. Like, hell nah, bro.
My mom sent me this video the other day of this freeway in Vallejo that she was driving on.
Collapsed?
Yeah. Insane, bro.
I had 2 flat tires in 1 week, bro. Just off of potholes.
Jesus. Like, that's another problem in the city that no one talks about, man.
Exactly, bro. That shit, bro. There's a post on Instagram. It's about literally the gas station where I got my flat tire at. There was like 30 plus cars within 2 hours that hit the same pothole, bro. It's like every
nuts.
5 minutes, bro, there's another car pulling. I'm like, holy, I took a video on my phone. I'm about to send it to the city, get my money. I'm like, this shit's fucked up. Like, bro, we pay too much taxes. To
have that. Like, where's it going?
I just got off work, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, gotta deal with this shit.
I don't know if that's a problem in LA or not yet. I haven't been here long enough to
That shit's crazy. Like the power of water, nigga. I'm like, ain't this cement, bro? Like, how the fuck is cement?
It's kind of crazy.
Getting dug up.
Maybe high school learning about the hydraulic system in rocks was important because then they would know how to fill the goddamn the potholes.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, come on.
LA feels so different to me. Like the people here are. It's honestly refreshing interviewing somebody from the city because it's kind of what I'm used to. But it's like, it's so like. It's just so different, bro. Like, there's certainly a different mentality in, like, a lot of different ways. And I even feel like I didn't realize that, like, I talk, like, I'm from the Bay Area until I moved down here. I was talking to Mateo about this. At work, I was saying the word manie. And
I've said that to people like, bro, what?
Like, yeah. And we were kicking it with this dude named Sean Rizwan. Shout out to Sean. Good guy. But we were kicking it with him. And he's from he lives in New York, and I said Manie, and he like looked at me. He was like, "What did you just say?" I was like, "I said Manie," and he was like, "What does Manie mean?" But the bad part was like I didn't know what to say. I was like, Manie can mean anything.
I've explained that word hella times.
Yeah.
Like, I've explained that to hella people from out of town. Like, yeah, bro, it's like something's crazy. It's like it's manie. Like,
but it can be good or bad, you know?
Yeah, like, that's facts. It can be used like in like any way.
There's so many Bay Area words like that.
Right.
But I didn't realize like till I moved down here, people are really different, man.
Yeah,
it's different. Do you spend a lot of time down here?
I've been here a lot over the last like I'll say like 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've just come just to, like I said, just get a breath of fresh air from the Bay Area. You feel me? Just get out the city, and I come chill with my homie O'Bannon. Like I was telling you, Chris O'Bannon. I come out here to work on music with him, and just to get a breath of fresh air for real. Like it's cool coming to LA. Like I fuck with it. I do my shopping out here. Like a lot of people, you know, like I bring up LA and they're like, no, LA, like, bruh, like I hate LA. Everybody's fake, and I'm like, bro, there's fake people everywhere. Like, I grew up in like, you're gonna say that there's no one faking San Francisco? Like, fuck is you saying? Like, bro, no matter where you go, there's fake people everywhere. So
at least, well, I think that's true. At least on this side of the country, I was talking to this girl I work with, and she's going to college in New York right now. But they grew up here in LA.
Right.
And she was telling me like how it's so different in New York because everybody just says how they feel like 24/7. Like everybody just is fully straight up with you. And I was like, I was thinking about it, I'm like, damn, like I almost can't even like conceptualize that. You know?
Right. That's facts. But even out, no matter where you go though, they're still gonna like.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Everybody's like, you're not gonna find authentic people. Like
no, just not fully authentic.
Just out the ass everywhere. Yeah. Like, you feel me? Like, you, no matter where you go, there's always going to be people with hidden agendas. You feel me?
Yeah.
People that's like, you know, not really for you all the way or whatever. You feel me? Like, so when people say that, I just be like, bro, what? Like, LA is full of fake. Like, there's definitely, I mean, LA is very concentrated in, like, you know, has the fashion and the music. Yeah. There's a lot going on in LA. So, like, shit, people go there to make money. Yeah. You know, there's, like, people go there to, you know, live the dream or, like, you know, become who they want to be. So, it's, like, naturally, like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people out there, like, putting on a facade.
Of course,
or, putting on a character, you feel me? Like, it is what it is. Like, if you go to fucking, like, Davis, California, you're going to find, like, nothing as, like, you're going to find nothing. Like, it's not shit out there, you feel me? Like, it is what it is, you feel me?
About to Dixon.
Yeah, like, you feel me? If you don't want to be, like, if you don't want to be around, like, people, then don't come to L.A. Like, I just feel like it's, like, a lot of characters out here, and I'm not tripping off that because I have a good read on people. So, like, I'll be like, whatever, like, motherfuckers ain't authentic. I realized that in the first, like, 5 minutes. Like, I'm like, cool, sick, nice talking to you. I'm about to keep it pushing. Like, it's not going to bother me, like, you feel me? But
I feel like, you know, I kind of had that mentality moving down here. At first, I was like, damn, like, you know, all my experiences in LA have been, like, weird. Like, I never really felt like, you know, I'd love it.
Right.
I was always like, I'll move down here and I'll live here for, like, a year, start the studio, really push everything, and then hopefully move it all back to the Bay. And that's still kind of my mindset. But, you know, like, I realized really very quickly down here that this place is entirely who you surround yourself with. Facts. If you surround yourself with good people, like, you'll meet good people, you know? And if you're a good person, you attract good people.
Exactly. Like, if you go kick it around some motherfuckers who just go to Fairfax every day, and, like, of course you're going to meet more weird people. Like, you're going to meet more fake people, and you're never going to meet authentic people. Like, if you don't settle for that, you feel me, just because you want company and you want friends, you feel me? Like, if you just be like, nah, I'm good. Like, you're not the person I need to be around. And you feel me? You keep searching and you finally go around somebody real, they gonna, you feel me? They gonna surround, they're surrounding themselves with some.
And then you meet those people's group.
Exactly.
And
you feel me? So it's like, that's me. Like, I don't care where I go. Like, I'm a good read on, like, motherfuckers talk to me, they know that, like, I'm not the one to play with. You feel me? Like, so I don't be tripping. I fuck with LA. I fuck with LA. I come here a lot. It's crazy because hella people, I get this question all the time. I be in the city, like, when'd you move back to San Francisco? But I've never lived in LA. People always
How long will you
like
spend out here at one time?
Bro, I've never been in LA for more than a month at a time. Literally. More than 3 weeks. Like, motherfuckers, I'll be in, like, people DM me, oh, bro, when'd you move back from, like, bro, I'll be like, I've never moved in LA, literally, bro. I don't know.
Would you?
I would, definitely.
Do you think so?
But, yeah, I would when I got my bag right.
Yeah.
Or when I got something, like, because I've seen a lot of people move to LA and not have the right priorities. Yeah. Not have the right backbone and, like, foundation that they were supposed to. Not have the right focus on what they want to do in LA. So I've seen a lot of people come to LA and just, like, lose themselves low key.
Oh,
just,
yeah,
like,
man.
You feel me? So it's like I've seen all of that, and I'm like, yeah, that me naturally, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna go just so I don't have my bag right. But I'm like, yeah, I was correct for not going.
Yeah,
like, I've seen the whole shit. I'm good visiting. Like, I don't need to be here all the time. Like,
I learned that super quick. Like, I feel like there's so, and I get it. To a degree, I totally understand, because, like, when you move down here, bro, there's so much like if you've never been to a place where, like, I mean, I understand, like, I'm sure you know this, but, like, you've never been to a place where, like, this many things happen every single night. Yeah. It could be a Monday night and you have, like, 6 options of something to do. Yeah. So it's shit. Like, so it's like, you have to have the self-control to, like, understand which, like, you know, like, when you need to work and then when you need to, like, go out. Because if you're going out every night, bro, why'd you move here? Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like the first, like, couple weeks I was in here, I realized that really. I'm happy I realized it quick, but I was like, damn, if I really wanted to, I could go out every single night with something different to do, with a different group of people if I really, really wanted to. But it's like, why? Why did I move here then?
Right, exactly. And like, a lot of people just came out here and they just, like, I'll talk to them and it's just like, all they had to say was like, bro, I went to this show and bro was there. I went to this party and bro was there. And I went to this and bro was there. And I'm like, that's cool for them. Like, they probably got paid. All of those people you brought up probably got paid doing that shit, but you were just a fan. Like, you're just a person looking at them, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, it's like, you shouldn't really be bragging about this to me, my nigga. Like, bro, I don't care. Like, I don't care that you were a fan. I don't want to hear about you being a fan, bro. Like, the fuck? Nigga, did you go make some moves out there? You feel me? Like, what the fuck did you do? You feel me?
I think that's kind of a good way to put it, because that is something you hear a lot. Like, you hear people be like, oh, like, this person was here. I went to this spot, and this guy was here.
I seen bruh.
It's like, that's super cool, man.
Sick. For them, they were probably getting cashed out. Yeah. Like, they probably had a meet and greet, or, like, they're probably fucking rich, and they were there just chilling. Yeah. But, like, we still need to focus on what the fuck we need to focus on. So like, don't bring that shit up to me. Like, cool story, but nigga, sick. That's cool. Not what LA is for. Like,
yeah.
You feel me? We need to get there.
Yeah,
so like,
exactly.
I want to hear more than you was just in a room with somebody.
True.
Tell me you talk to them. Tell me you at least pitch some to them. At least you got the courage to like pitch your shit to them, or just holler at them, pick their brain for a second.
Yeah. Just get some game.
Yeah, and then like
I think like one thing I realized very quickly, and I really stand by this. I think like when I moved here, one of my biggest intentions was like for example, I do everything that I do because I love music and I'm a fan of music.
Right.
Gigantic fan of it. I will never not be a fan of music. Right. I love this shit.
Me too.
But it's like I'll never like, for example, like if I'm in the room with somebody I respect, I will never not tell them I'm a fan of their work. Like that doesn't mean I'm gonna be weird and annoying,
exactly,
you know,
exactly,
like, but
exactly.
like I will never be
Me
like,
too.
I'll never get the ego to where I'm like, you know, like C4, like, if I yeah,
you're like,
it's like,
I'm about to tell this nigga.
Yeah,
you get in the car and you're like, bro, I'm about to slap this dude.
yeah, like if I come up to you, be like, bro, I'm a fan of your music, you know what I mean? Like it's not like I would just be like,
much respect, bro. Hell yeah, like that's why I make this shit.
Yeah,
like, just hopefully somebody will like this shit.
That's
like,
an LA thing, bro. It's like that shit's weird. I noticed it super fast. Like when you tell somebody like, oh man, like I love your work, like I love your respect.
Right.
It's so the reaction is so different here. People be like, for sure.
Right, like it's like sick, bro.
You gonna say thank you?
My bad.
Like, yeah, my bad, man. Sorry.
My bad for like.
Never
supporting.
mind. It's just lame.
I'm wildin'.
Yeah.
That's my fault for supporting, bro. Like,
yeah.
Sick, bro. Like,
but it's an ego thing, bro. It's an ego thing. That is the difference, though. That I mean, I do feel like more people have an ego here for sure. But like what you were saying, man, you just gotta keep pushing.
But yeah, it's like naturally, like if you want to be successful in the industry and like all this shit, you have to have an ego.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want to come to LA and be around, you want to be in a room with that person that you talking about with me. Don't expect,
be confident.
Like that person, they got a big ass ego. You feel me? You better have that same ass ego if you expect to have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, cause they gonna feel your presence. Like, and if you don't believe in yourself or you ain't got your chest out, then you gonna look like the last 100 fans that was just on some sucker shit. Like, hey.
That's true, but I do feel like there's like a difference between like an ego and like confidence, you know?
Facts.
I think you got to have like a lot of confidence and then try to like leave the ego if you can replace it with just self-confidence, you know? Because I think the difference is like how you portray it.
Facts.
You know?
I feel like you gotta have a little bit of ego.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, that's who you are.
What do you think is the difference between like ego and confidence?
Like confidence is like believing in your ability.
Uh-huh.
And like, I know I can do that, you feel me? Like, or I know I can learn to do that, you feel me? And I feel like ego is like, I know who I am, like, you feel me? I know I deserve a certain amount of respect in this room. Like, even if no one in even if no one in here knows me, I know who I am, and when you talk to me, you better talk to me with respect. Yeah. You feel me? And that's like a little bit of ego, because it's like, don't talk to me like a servant at all. Even if no one in here knows me, I'm somebody.
You know Zan, right?
Me? Zenobus? Yeah.
He sent me this. It's my wallpaper right now. Shout out to Zan. I wonder if he's watching this.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, crazy, bro. Insane. But he puts me on so much game. But he sent me this. I made it my wallpaper. It says, "Speak confidently as if you're wrong." And then you open it, but listen carefully. Or no, I'm sorry. I read it incorrectly. Speak confidently as if you're right. And then I open my phone. And it says, but listen carefully as if you're wrong.
Huh.
I feel like
that's hard. That's very important.
I feel like that's a good example of like the difference between like ego and like arrogance, you know?
Yeah, facts.
If you're arrogant, you're not going to listen to anybody else's perspective and you're going to think you're better than them. But, you know, if you have confidence, you have the confidence to believe what you believe in yourself, believe in your ability, but still talk to other people about yours and theirs, you know?
Right. That's facts. And that's very important. I've had to learn. I've learned that lesson like over and over a lot. You feel me? Like, cause you know, everybody wants to be right. And like, I've had to learn a lot. Like, hey, you better listen up. Like, it's time to listen up. And like, it became very like, I had to really tell myself, start checking myself a lot. Like, it's time to listen up. So like, that's important. Listen like you wrong, cause you feel me? You like, hold on, let me figure this shit out. Let me hear what's right for real.
Well, you should always like have the perspective that you have more to learn.
Facts.
I think like arrogance, for example, is like when you walk into a room and you know, you're just like, I know what I know. Like I'm the best in here. Like, that's arrogance, you know?
Right.
Like, confidence is coming in and say, I'm confident in what I do. I'm proud of myself because I put the work forth, but I'm still fully willing to learn.
Right.
You know, I think the second you stop growing as a person is when you start closing yourself off to learning.
Hell yeah. You got to learn. You got to, man, it's just too important. Like, you can't ever, man, like, when I feel myself, like, deteriorating. If I feel like I'm at a point where I'm not learning nothing in life, I'll be feeling like empty as hell.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm just a fucking empty soul. Like, I gotta start fulfilling myself. I gotta nourish my body with some like some education or something. You feel me? So that shit's too important. Like, that's definitely arrogance. Like, you feel like you can't. The cup is full for you, like, the fuck, like, the fuck wrong with you? You think your cup full, like,
you know everything,
what the fuck, like.
But that's also like the contrast and that you can kind of learn when you move down here. That's like kind of what I'm saying. Facts, it's like when you're in those rooms with those people, right, that might have influenced or might have done something you really respect. Right. You can either learn from them or try to make an excuse to like, oh, I don't need to talk to them. I'm better than them.
Facts.
They fell off.
Nah, hell.
Their shit was never good anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's done anything I've ever looked up to, or I'll never be like, I can't look at somebody like, they fell off. Well, they were up. Like, you feel me? Like, I be laughing at people like, bro, like, they bring up somebody, be like, oh, this nigga fell off. Well, I'll be like, okay, like, he's probably doing great wherever he is. You feel me? Like, I really hate those two words, like, fell off. Yeah. I hate those two words because it's like, you don't really know them, like, you feel me? You're just, you went to their Instagram real quick and seen that they haven't posted a picture in a month, like, they're probably great, like,
exactly.
So I really hate the word fell off, and I always keep respect for anybody I've like ever looked up to, or like, if you've made a piece of art that I fucked with at any point in time, I'm always gonna give you that respect, nigga. Like, you know, that shit was 25 years ago. That shit was going crazy. My nigga, like, hell
you see a lot of that, man. Like, you see a lot of, like, people here, I think, that, like, you know, they peaked in their success and they've been down, but they still live here. Right. And that's such, like, a common thing. It's like, oh, he fell off. Like, exactly. But I think you're right. Like, it's like if you respected somebody at some point in time, you should think about that point in time.
Right, exactly. And it's like, who at this point in, like, it's this day and age, who actually wants all the bullshit that comes with not falling off?
True, yeah.
Like, if you, like, you have to fall off.
If you can get in and get out,
human, like, I'd love to fall off. Like, I'm gonna, when I get up, I'll be like, I'm about to fall off in 2 years, bro. Like, fuck this shit, bro. I don't want to be here forever. Like, the fuck? Like, everybody's, what? Hell nah. Nobody. You got to be like a certain type of person to just be like, I'm going, like, I want all of that shit. All the just, like, paparazzi and just bullshit. You never, like, privacy.
You gotta be a little
gone.
insane.
You feel me? Like, your privacy is just gone and you don't care and you willing to do all the stunts and, you know, all that shit.
Yeah,
like,
it's too much.
I'm over that, you feel me? So, like, who even, falling off is great. I recommend falling off if you become super successful. Chill, enjoy your money, your family, and you got your run.
I think you also gotta, like, appreciate what the journey taught you, you know? Because I feel like people who, like, do peak in success and then fall just as quickly as they came up. Well, think about this, like, this way, right? If you have, like, a very long mountain. Right. Like, and when I say long, I mean...
There's good falling off and bad falling off.
Yeah, exactly. but when I mean long, right, it's like, if you go up for 15 miles, you gotta go 15 miles down. If you go up, like, straight up at a 90-degree angle for 100 miles, you're gonna come straight back down at 100 miles. You know what I mean? So it's like... I feel
unless
that
you build something along the way.
That's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah.
So that's what it's about.
But I think, like, a lot of people who, like, come up super quick often, like, lose the attention of people.
There's no foundation in that.
Yes.
There's no foundation in that shit, and that's the problem. Like, and that'd be my thing. Like, foundation is big for me. Like, I don't jump into anything without, like, feeling secure in that shit. Like, you feel me? So that's like why I haven't, like, moved to LA yet, or, you feel me? Because, like, but then also that stops me from a lot of shit too. Because, like, a lot of shit happens on fluke. Like, a lot of random shit happens. You might go somewhere and not prepared as fuck, and everything will work out great for you. And you know, like, that'll be the best thing you ever did for yourself. So a lot of times I'll be arguing with myself, like, you know, like, I have to be prepared, but then also, like, who knows what's gonna happen? Yeah. You know, so that's something I battle with, you know, like being prepared, but then leaving a certain amount up to chance, you know.
So. Well, my roommate Monet, shout out Monet. He's reading a book by Murakami, who's like a Japanese author.
Yeah.
And
crazy.
Yeah. I'm trying to read some Murakami for sure. But he put me onto this quote the other day, and it really hit me. I told to Mateo, and I've been thinking about it a lot. He said, "Luck is when preparation meets opportunity." I think that's so true.
Facts. That's facts.
Like, think about it. You know, like the only thing that luck really is you being prepared enough to take advantage of it.
Facts.
Luck means absolutely nothing if you haven't put in the work to be ready to take advantage of that luck. Like, for example, if tomorrow Drake found Above the Bridge and he tapped in, he was like, "Yo, I really love the platform."
Right.
Like, I would be ready to interview him.
Right.
Because I put the work in. Exactly. You know, if that happened to me 2 years ago,
I'd be like, shit,
there was my shot. It's gone. Exactly. Never happens again.
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
That's facts. Yeah, that's facts. That's real shit.
Yeah.
You gotta put in a little bit of work, and there's definitely, you gotta wait for the chance.
Yeah.
So balance is everything.
Oh, for sure.
So like, I always just try to keep like, I'm always like, I'm my own like demon and angel. You feel me? I'm always like combating myself. Like, I overthink everything. Overthinking is like my biggest fucking downfall. But I gotta find somebody to combat this overthinking shit, because you overthink shit and it'll get you nowhere.
Yeah, it's a balance of thinking just enough, but not thinking too much. You know,
putting that shit in a little box and then moving on.
Yeah.
So
like, I always tell people, like there's a lot of, you know, I always tell people who, like, you know, they're trying to pursue an art or creative passion, but they're not like putting anything out or really putting themselves out there.
Right.
It's like it's a very similar balance to what we were just talking about. It's like the balance of like putting yourself out there enough, but not putting yourself out there too much.
Exactly.
So they're two different things.
Exactly. Yeah, that's facts. It's super key, because you have to make yourself slightly accessible, but definitely not too accessible, because too accessible is just it's not gonna work.
Well, think about it from the lens of like playing shows, right? It's like, if you play a show every single night, why would somebody come see you 4 nights in a row?
Exactly.
But if you play a show like once a year, why would they come see you if they haven't heard anything from you once a year? But if you play a show once every 2.5, 3 months, like, oh, I saw them the first time, it was cool. They had time to marinate in your head, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go back out and see them again.
Yeah,
you know, it's all balance.
Facts. And it's like, and then like being an artist, you know, you have to maintain a little bit of like secrecy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can't just spill everything for everybody. You know, you can't put your whole life just on Front Street, like, the time, you feel me? And just allow people access into your whole shit, you feel me? Like, you have to remain, like, a little bit of a hidden entity, you feel me? You have to keep people interested in who you are, like, you feel me? And, like, want to see more. Like, I want to see more of this guy, you feel me? So you got to stay a little bit hidden, but you also have to be accessible, like, slightly to people, you feel me? So you got to find that balance in that shit.
Things like that give me kind of like make me feel better when I get like worried about success. When I rationalize things, and I'm like, okay, like, you know, like, I'm not where I want to be, but like, I'm working every single day to get there. And sometimes I just gotta slow myself down. You know, I sense you're kind of the same way.
The journey is important, bro. Like, the journey is very important, and like, the prize is just at the end, you feel me? Like, that's cool, like, the prize, but like, it's really about what you learned on the way, like, and
that you love it.
Yeah, and the prize of getting better at what you do, and like mastering some shit you remember starting. You feel me? Like,
that's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Like, I remember when I didn't know this shit, like, and I'm really like, you done built this whole, you feel me? Like, you remember when you didn't live in LA. Now you feel me? You done built this whole shit. So
thanks, man.
That's the reward, is the journey, and like learning and getting better and like growing as a person. Like, at the end, cool, you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor, but like the laboring is like, that's where you get your character from, and that's who you become. And now when you enjoy it, you've become who you are. By the time you're enjoying your prize, that's who you become from, like, you feel me, the journey. You feel me? Now you've become this person to enjoy everything. You feel me? So like, I fuck with it. You need the journey, and that's the real prize for real. Cause I mean, I don't even want to blow. Like, I wouldn't have want to blow up like a year after I made my first track, like, and I'm already a fucking like, you feel me, like, where's the fun in that, like, you feel me, like, okay.
Also, like, that's a recipe to like what like what we were just talking about. That's
recipe
like
to crash.
when you fall straight back down.
Exactly, and then it's like, you feel me, like, you know the saying, as fast as something comes, you know, as fast as it's going. It's like there's no foundation in that, like. There's no way you could possibly have an authentic relationship with people that fast around you. You feel me? Like, you can't. Like, you can't just meet somebody and just be like, yeah, bro, like, that was the realest person I've ever met. Like if you make a hit song and you young, like, there's going to be people with hidden agendas. You feel me? Like, when you get that famous, like, there's no way not, like, we're humans. Like, you feel me? People have agendas, and everybody is looking out for their success at some point. You feel me? So, like, getting on and, like, rich that fast and famous, it's like there's no way to really do it without, like, you're going to get attacked.
Yeah.
And you're going to get attacked, and you're gonna need something on your side to be able to wave through the bullshit. Cause
a manager or something. Someone knows what they're talking about.
Exactly. And then you're going to have to really trust that person who you think you trust in, with, you feel me, to judge other people. So it's like.
That's true.
Yeah, man.
That's what I mean. That's kind of the way the music industry is trending, though. It's like younger and younger and younger. I was talking to what was I talking about? What was that? 8400 Jet. Is what I was talking about this. He's a rapper from out here. Shout out him. He's really dope. Shout out 8400 Jet. But we were talking about like how the music industry is just trending younger and younger and younger.
Right.
And like, you know, like you are like quite literally like now labels want you when you're 16.
Right.
It's like, so that's cool and all. But, like, those kids, man, you take advantage of them so easily, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And that's awful.
Them kids are fried by the time they're, like, 23, 24.
Yeah.
Bro. They're just
they hate this shit.
Yeah. They hate it, or they're just at a point to where, like, they don't even... It's, like, soulless fun. You feel me? Like, you know? They're like, whatever, like, I wake up and I just do
I make a hit.
Yeah, like, I do what my manager tells me to do, and, like,
I go make this TikTok.
Like, I'm lit. I got 250K followers. Like, I'm lit. Like, how can I possibly be sad? Like,
like, I'm so happy right now.
Like, haha, like, it's lit. Like, I'm that guy.
I mean, that's, like, the fear of stagnation, though. Because the thing is, like, people don't think about it, right? It's, like, you need movement to be happy. Right. And, like, that movement is the same whether or not you have 1 million listeners or 0. You like if you have 1 million listeners for 15 years and it stays to that exact number, I think it'd be kind of hard to be happy.
Facts.
Because you're not moving.
That's facts.
It's almost better to move down, I feel like, than not move at all.
Yeah. You like, because that's just, you have to see the growth. That's very satisfying to see your own growth. Like, in yourself and in your, like, when you put out and the impact you put on people and the feedback you get and shit, like, that shit's hella satisfying, you feel me? So, if you are just remaining stagnant, like, clearly stagnant to yourself, that's terrible. Like I said, when I feel like I'm not doing nothing or I'm not getting further or not learning nothing, like, mental stagnancy, if I feel stagnant, like, mentally, financially, you know, physically, anything, I'm like, yo, I gotta move. Like, I gotta do something. Like, you feel me? So
it's like it's the human condition, bro.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing and a curse, but we always want more.
Right.
That's like what being a human is.
Right.
I mean,
but then there's a lot of people who are easily satisfied, and it's like,
here's the thing, right? Though I don't think they're easily satisfied. I think they pretend to be satisfied, but in reality, they're just scared or depressed or like there's something terrible that happened. But it's like. It's like the facade of fulfillment.
I believe there's definitely 1,000 variations of it.
For sure.
But I definitely think there are like a shit ton of people on this earth that are fully satisfied, chilling.
But
like,
I feel like
happy with the minimum, you know, like
at that point though, like I feel like it's okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's wrong. Yeah. I'm not saying it's wrong. Like, hey, like, you feel me? There's like,
it's not me, but
like me, like I've distance myself from a shit ton of people that are cool with their lives. Like, you chilling, like, you cool, no problem. But like me, I'm literally sad. Like, when I feel like I'm like not becoming who I wanted to be when I was a kid, and I'm not chasing my dream, and I'm like, you feel me, like headed towards something, you know, towards something big, like in some way. And like I just had to distance a lot of people just from like, you know, you're too. Like, you chilling, like, you chilling and you're happy, and that's cool. Live your life, like, you feel me?
but it's stunning your growth.
Exactly. I can't be around that shit. I need to be around more people that want more like me. You feel me? So that shit's real.
Have you ever gotten to a place where you felt stagnant and you were like close to stopping music?
Hell yeah. That shit, man, music, the mental battle with music is crazy. Like, it's one thing, like, it's especially when we're like super independent, you feel me? Like, when you don't got like really nobody to bounce ideas off or like, you know, try to help you get some money for that studio time or nothing like that, you feel me? You all believing in yourself and your dream, and you getting up every day. You got to look in the mirror and tell you, yeah, this is gonna work, you feel me? Like, nothing has worked for years, but like, I'm gonna keep making this music. I'm gonna keep spilling hella money into these videos. Like, I could have been in the fucking bins right now if I wouldn't have paid for all these fucking videos, you feel me? But like, you know, so I could go get these fucking Gucci shoes right now, but no, I'm gonna go spill more money into my fucking career every day, you feel me, and my dream and what I want to do. So the mental battle is like, that's the most important. Like, you got to make sure you mentally there, you feel me? You still believing in your shit. Like, shit's real, but I definitely been, the mental battle is crazy. Like, you know, I done started, the mental battle never ends, bro. Like, you feel me? I'll probably be at a point where I wanna quit in the future too, you feel me? Like, it comes and goes. Like,
what brings you back?
Probably recording a hard ass track, and I'm like, I was tripping. This shit hard. Like, hell nah, this shit hard. Like, or just like just talking to other people. Like, a lot of homies, they'll be like, nah, bro, like, gotta do this shit, bro. Like, your shit hard. Like, you feel me?
Just a belief that it'll somehow catch and like eventually it'll work out.
Yeah, man. It's like, cause nigga, it's so saturated.
Of course,
like, this shit's so fucking
takes a long time to break through.
Hell yeah, bro. Like, especially if you wasn't like, if you don't have none of the tools around you that, like, you know, it's like some people in the game is like they got them tools around them to really be finessing and doing a lot of shit. You feel me? If you don't got them tools around you, then it's like,
you gotta figure out another way.
Yeah, bro, and that shit's real. So
when did you first start making music?
Shit, probably I was like really taking it serious and like trying to be like a real artist and like trying to be C4. Probably started like when I was like 22 or something like that. 23.
Was there a person who got you into it?
No, I've always loved music, bro. Like, it's always been my shit. Like, I've always loved rap ever since I was a kid. So I was like, I used to rap like at church and shit. Like, when I was a kid, like I rapped with my cousin for like church talent shows and shit like that. So like, it's always just been in my mom was the choir leader and like the pianist of the church and shit. So like, I grew up just around music. Like, my mom woke up every day and she playing the piano all day.
That's so cool.
You feel me? So like, I was always just in music.
I'm sure like that rapping back then was way different than what you do now, though, right?
Hell yeah, of course.
Because you do more of like an electronic sound now.
Yeah, definitely. But I was always into the melodies though. And I was always into the melodies, and when, you know, T-Pain came on, I'm like, nigga, this is lit. Like, I don't know what he doing to his voice, but that shit is fire.
Oh, that's interesting. So, like, that's more where like your wheelhouse of influence comes from, like T-Pain.
Yeah, I was super T-Pained out. Like,
anything
T-Pain put his hands on, I was slapping that shit. Like,
yeah,
bro. T-Pain was the GOAT. Like, he started all this shit low key.
No,
like,
you're right, bro. That's
shit
fact.
Crazy, bro.
Him and then Kanye's 808s.
Yeah,
like Kanye
exactly.
808s and Heartbreak,
bro. And people shit on that album. I'll be like,
here's the thing, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like that album at all. That's my
I love that album.
Well, here's the thing. That's my least favorite Kanye project. But like, you can't act like it didn't influence. Like,
right.
I think it's his most influential project. But I personally like. I just enjoy him over Soul Beats more.
Right.
Or like I enjoy like the Wyoming session shit he did more.
Facts.
But like
facts.
For me personally, like I don't love that sound for Kanye, but I feel like you can't deny the influence that it had in the same way you can't deny like the influence that T-Pain doing the auto-crooning stuff had.
The crazy part is that T-Pain did a lot of those for free. Like,
what do you mean?
Those features he did during that time, he did them for free.
What?
Like, I saw an interview and he was like, yeah, bro, I did a lot of those off the strength and just like hoping that other artists reciprocated the energy. And like, I think he said like a lot of artists just like ran with his feature. It's low key like, but I mean he did his shit. He's a fucking legend.
You seen his streams now, his live streams?
I seen like one or two.
Oh my god, they're so funny.
He's a character. He's
funny as hell, man.
Did you see that chain he got that is big? It says big ass chain. Like, he got a chain that says big ass chain.
That's some T-Pain shit.
And he was like, he said in the interview, he was like, yeah, I got this chain. He spent like $250K on it, bro.
Jesus Christ.
And he was like, I got the chain just because he met somebody at a show and they're like, I bet you won't get a big ass chain that says big ass chain. I'm like, bro.
He's like, bet.
He's like, I will do it. Like,
that's
he
so
really
funny.
did that shit. I'm like, bro, T-Pain, you're wild.
He really is, bro.
You're a goat.
but think about like how much of a genius he is, right? Because like he started that sound obviously knowing that it would catch on. I think it was totally conscious, and then it makes perfect sense now that like the way he kind of operates is like he's such like a meme. Like he's such like an internet dude. He's like a joke. You know what I mean?
Like a troll kind of.
Yeah, like a troll. Like, but in like a funny, positive way.
Yeah, in like a funny, cool way. Like. Yeah, that's T-Pain.
He's not on like some like weird like Adam 22 shit.
He's hella modest about it.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, bro, I'm T-Pain and I'm chilling. Like he doesn't even make it a point to like
flex.
try to hella show everybody, hey, I'm T-Pain, I'm doing this show, and he's just chilling. Like you find his show and he's just like,
that's a great example of like how you stay moving. Like when you reach that point, you know, he's doing something that he loves. He's passionate about, and he's helping people, bro. Like, it's really cool. Like, he puts on a lot of artists now, and I really, really like what T-Pain is doing. But he's also just hella funny, man. Like, there's this clip I saw of him, and he was like, he'll react to songs, that people submit, and he was reacting to some guy. His name was like Lil Baby something or like Baby something, you know. Right. And then he like listened to the song, and he was like, he like got his headphones, and he like got up, and he was like. And then he was all like, we got a little baby, we got a baby, we don't need another fucking baby. And then he was like, you guys all sound the fucking same.
There's definitely
He's so funny, bro.
The baby overload is crazy.
What did you say?
The baby overload is crazy in the game. Like, all right, bro. Like, how many of y'all want to be infants? Like, why are we like? I'm trying to be big something. Like, if I'm gonna change my name, it's gonna be like Big C4 or something. Like, grown something. Like,
grown ass man. C4.
Little baby.
Yeah, the amount of lils, bro. There's so many. Like the lils and like the youngs. There's so many.
You really think like little baby, like. You want to be little baby? Yeah. Like, I wouldn't want to be little baby. Shout out little baby, bro. I need the feature. I fuck with your shit. You feel me?
Little baby,
it's
like
all jokes,
bro. In the last like 6 months, I feel like his music has gotten significantly like more interesting.
Yeah,
all his features, bro, and like the project he did with Dirk. Yeah, all his shit crazy. Is so good now.
I was just slapping that shit on the way out here. That song, okay.
Yeah,
that's the one. Oh my god, I'm like, Jesus.
I think everything changed after he dropped the political song. What was it called?
Oh, I forget what it was called, but I remember that shit dropped. The video's crazy.
Yeah, the video's insane, bro. Shit. But that felt so much more like
intentional. Didn't he perform it at like the BET or something?
Yeah.
He went crazy that year.
That felt so much more intentional than everything else he'd done.
Bro, that shit was hella impactful. That shit carries so much more weight than like all the other shit. That shit really touched, like, you feel me?
A lot of people, man.
The culture for real. Like, he really touched people. That shit was fire. I fuck with that. My homie Chris O'Bannon, he dropped a track like that too. Around that time. It's fucking fire. That shit's fire. I'm gonna shoot you the link to that shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Send it for sure.
It's a real like heartfelt track, but it's hard. It's like, you feel me? That shit, and the video is crazy.
Like
too.
Impactful.
Yeah, hella impactful. Bro went crazy.
That's what's up. So if you started like rapping in church and then you like, you know, you kind of got to where you are now, where you're doing like a lot more electronic stuff. What was that transition kind of like? Like, when did you kind of stop making more like? Well, I guess I shouldn't assume. Were you making more like lyrical stuff in the beginning?
Yeah, I
and then you kind of transferred like more melodic stuff.
Yeah.
When did that change occur?
Probably like probably after like. Really, I started getting electronic music when I was really like when Uzi came out.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what, like, what, whoa, that's a lie. Travis. Travis was really, like, really a big influence for me in the start of my music. I was like super Travis style, like you feel me? Like this kid's like, cause I love melodies, you feel me? I love melodies. So when he would start every track, like ooh, like all that shit, I fuck
like
with
skeletons,
that shit.
yeah.
Like, I love that shit, you feel me? So, so Travis was like really like my first real introduction, and before that, I definitely was more into like spoken word and like lyrical shit.
Oh wow,
but. I used to listen like Jedi Mind Tricks and like
Immortal
Technique and like
bro, that was too crazy. Like wow, I can't believe you just said that.
Fucking hella people. Like I used to listen to all that shit.
That's crazy.
Mos Def and like hella shit. But
those are two crazy influences to pull up, bro. That's nuts to me. That's like so like I don't know. Maybe I think Jedi Mind Tricks is like a deeper cut than like a lot of people think. But like, bro,
motherfuckers don't know. Like
Immortal Technique too, bro. Some of Immortal Technique's music is
crazy,
like insane. And like when I say insane, I mean like insane.
Honestly, they make some like they be. Like that shit makes like some DMX shit sound soft.
Yeah,
like they really used to spit that shit.
So it's like the roots of hardcore hip hop. Like you don't have like Eminem or like 50 without like Immortal Technique.
Facts.
Or vice versa. I mean, sorry, you don't have Immortal Technique without like Eminem or 50.
Right. Exactly. But then it's like, cause when I was young, bro, like my mom was all church oriented, everything. So when I was young, I didn't get into like my mom never. My parents were divorced, so I live with moms. You feel me? And she was super Christianed out, like everything. She didn't even let me listen to the radio. You feel me? I just sneak that shit in my room, like quietly. You feel me? Like, so I didn't really get put on to like 50 Cent and like all of that. Like as you feel me, when they were up, you feel me? Like in that time when I was a kid, like I didn't really experience like riding around listening to 50 Cent or Eminem or like except for like the school bus or like at school or with my friends and shit or like secretly in my room. So when I got to like 6th grade, 7th grade, that was when I like 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, that's when I like started to do my own musical research. Like I gotta find what I like. So that's when I found like Jedi Mind Tricks and like Immortal Technique and all that shit.
That sounds like internet shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, cause I went to private school, and I'm not gonna lie, them kids low key put me on like.
To that shit?
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like they would be into some weird shit like that.
Yeah, they was in that, like, they showed me hella shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? How you white kids know about this shit? Like, but yeah, they put me on. And then fast forward, so like Travis, I got into all that shit. And then it became a point where I was like, I really thought about it like, all right, all the spoken word shit and lyrical shit is like fire, but it's like, at a point, I live this shit. Like, I live the life of a black man, and I experience all this shit. I don't really need to be filling my head, reminding myself of all the negatives. You feel me? So I got to a point where, like, I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to keep it lit, bro.
Make more fun music,
like, I'm just trying to keep it fucking lit. Like, low-key distract myself from the bullshit, because I live this shit. You feel me? Like, when I get in the car, like, do I really want to be listening to, like, you feel me? Like, I fuck a bitch and slit her throat and, like, Immortal Technique, or do I want to,
I once knew,
you feel me? Like, some Uzi and just, like, just turn up, like, you feel me? And just, like, low-key just feel an escape, you feel me? So that was, like, that's really the root of, like, the transition from, like, lyrical spoken word to, like, electronical sound.
Wow. Okay, so, like, when do you think you started making, like, the more electronic music, though?
Probably, this was, like... Definitely like Uzi, like so
when
like
Uzi 2016.
Came out, yeah, that was like when I was like, yeah, I'm about to make it. Like,
wow, so you were on that earlier than a lot of people for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, cause you like me and like I started music with Fabe, like you feel me, in the like motherfuckers in the Bay know like me and Fabe was one of the first people in the Bay by far. Doing,
Fabe's been at this shit forever, man. Shout out to Fabe.
You feel me? Like shout out to Fabe, but that's always gonna be my brother. But we start like motherfuckers know like we was low key like the godfathers of like this whole sound when it comes to Bay Area. Like,
ooh, this is a topic that really interests me.
Real shit.
Because I feel like.
Motherfuckers know.
This is some shit that like people from the Bay Area don't want me to say, but I'm gonna say it. The shit that Thizzler is putting on their Instagram page is not like what people are making in San Francisco.
Oh, it just people know now. Actually.
Isn't, bro? Yeah, people know. But if you really like talk to people like from the Bay Area, like that are making hip hop music, you would see the direction it's trending is not that direction at all. Like people like talk to people, talk to the guy who made this beanie, and he'll he will tell you about like what direction it's trending in, bro. But it's like, or
shout out Kenzo.
Yeah, shout out to Kenzo. Shout out Digi. Sponsored by Digi.
All of that shit. Shout out Grimrose.
Yep.
Shit.
But that bothers me a lot because people who make music like you, like more your sound, like Fabe, Ken, Dream Awake, Kid Lords, like all these people you could point to the Bay, like a lot of our little circle.
It's hidden.
It's hitting, and it is like the new sound that's like trending in the Bay Area.
Right.
But that's not like
they're trying so hard to keep it hidden. Dude. Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
So
that's the thing. They've done it for years, bro.
Yeah.
They've done it for years, bro. Like, nah, we don't bring that shit. But it's like, bro, do we want to stay Bay Area box of music forever?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm confused why we don't want to elevate as a state
community
region. You feel me? Like I'm confused why we don't want to elevate to the next level that the whole rest of the damn near country is on. Like, you feel me? That shit crazy.
And don't get me wrong, like no shade of anybody who makes like traditional Bay Area music. Like I love traditional Bay Area music. I grew up with like traditional Bay Area music like got me into hip hop. But that is not like an honest representation of like what the sound is right now.
Yeah, I mean, everything has its time.
You feel me? Like, exactly.
Everything has its time, bro. Like,
and that's had its time too
that
long.
got up off that shit, more power to you. Like, more power to SOB, RBE, F the Pharaoh, all of that. Like, y'all went crazy at y'all time. Like, and let's welcome a new sound. You feel me? And let's help it grow. Like, let's get some fucking... Like, let's get some Uzis from the Bay Area. Like, let's get some fucking, like, Dirks from the Bay Area. Like,
shout out to Dream Awake.
Facts, exactly. So, yeah, man, the Bay Area, we gonna go crazy, man. I don't know why they trying so hard to silence this shit. And there's a lot of, like, I can name artists out the ass, bro, that's, like, putting in work, bro, with this sound and, like, really needs some real light, bro. Like, if I got a lump sum of money, bro, I would open a label so fast, bro, and they would go so fucking crazy. Like, Jesus.
It feels weird even speaking on it as like a publication and a media company that like started in the Bay Area, but it's like I would love to like give you. That's one thing I try to do a lot. Like I try to like, you know, when I interview Bay Area artists, because I don't want this just to be a Bay Area shit. Like I love the Bay Area, but like of course to where I'm from. I'm trying to branch out, but like, you know, when I do Bay Area interviews, like it just is so like if you do as many as I do, like it's so apparent. Like the sound is not like what they tell you it is, bro. And it's just when you have like this is gonna turn into me like getting everyone to hate me now. But it's bro, like
I be having this. I be like, bro. My last year I was like, I'm gonna tread lightly because I'll say some shit. But it's like the whole Bay
there are
Area
certain labels and certain media companies that want you to think that like what the music coming out of the Bay Area right now is the same as it was when SOB came up.
Exactly.
When Young T.O.'s voice was like what you heard at every party in the Bay Area. When like Neff was blowing up. Man. Like they want you to think like that is still what what kids are making.
Narrative? Like why do
it's just
why do you want to keep
man.
the narrative? Like, cool. Like them niggas got on off that shit. That shit
That's
was slapping
awesome,
when
man.
it came
it's fire,
out.
yeah,
sick, bro. Like, but why do you want to hide all the rest? So me and Kim was actually talking about this, bro. It's funny you said this.
Me and him talk about this all the time. Yeah.
Let me be careful because Thizzler is for like just Thizzler's just for the average body in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily care to listen to better music. It doesn't care to explore a better like.
Well, I don't know about better because I don't even think it's bad. I just think it's not honest. Like it's not an honest representation of like what is actually happening.
Facts. Different music.
Yeah, there you go. Different.
So Thizzler's for like, you know, the average person that doesn't really care about like a different sound. You feel me? They're like,
which is fine.
They're satisfied. You feel me? It's cool. Like, you feel me? And Thizzler serves its purpose too. We need Thizzler. We need Thizzler actually, like, cause I can't really go fully into like what me and Ken talked about, but we need Thizzler because it serves a purpose though. Because
it's Thizzler, the logical opposite.
Thizzler can take all of the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can take all of that. Keep it. Just know that when our sound gets up and when we start getting light, like don't keep it over there. You feel me? Like all those artists that's like, you know, that's on that hype, like stay with Thizzler. You feel me? Because we, you know, like the new music shit is more of like a positive, fun vibe. You feel me?
For sure,
like,
yeah.
So it's like
it's better for people.
When we get a good platform that actually like is music oriented instead of like clout oriented and followers oriented and like diamonds oriented. Like once we get a real platform that's really like that's shouting out, giving love to this new area of music, then like it's gonna be important for Thizzler to still post all the bullshit.
Yeah,
because there needs to low key be like a differentiate. You feel me? Like people have to low key see the difference. Like and go to the new shit and be like, okay, like I do fuck with this. Like and this is because if it's put together. And it's gonna be confusing.
To me, I just feel like they're failing at their mission. Like I feel like I guess I shouldn't assume the intention.
I think they're actually doing amazing at their mission. Like, bro, the Bay Area, like the Thizzler's like damn near the number one for the Bay Area.
But here's what I'm saying. It's like if their mission is to honestly represent like what the that you're right. You're fucking right.
Exactly.
No, you're right.
They're doing amazing.
Yeah,
they
you're
don't
right.
Give a fuck
no, you're right, bro.
They don't give a flying fuck about the honest artists. You feel me? Like really grinding from the bottom on a different sound.
Yeah,
they're worried about the classic. I'm not even gonna get.
Which again, like we're not even saying like, oh fuck that.
Right.
That sounds dope, man. Like
we need Thizzler and we need those artists to keep doing that because there's a shit ton of Bay Area people that
aren't doing that.
Exactly, and they don't even care about the different music, which isn't a problem.
Yeah.
So you feel me? Like Thizzler does serve its purpose.
Yeah.
But we need another platform because there's a shit ton of people in the Bay that are hungry for new shit.
I've seen it. Trust me.
But Thizzler is doing a great job at what the fuck they want to do, which pisses me off how good they are.
Yeah.
Like I hate it.
They're really good at posting car crashes in the mission with like songs of like artists they manage put over them.
Exactly.
They're so good at that.
Bro, and they've like I forget who it was.
That shit makes me sick. I'm sorry. Like
they were like signing artists and shit.
They still are.
And I'm like, who?
There's
I forget who.
There's something that I like really can't say, but like I'll tell you after. But like
some artist put up a post the other day I seen. It was some big Bay Area artist, and I think he was complaining about basically signing a Thizzler, and I was like, niggas sign a Thizzler, like,
dude.
Why would you ever in your life? Sign a Thizzler, like
I hope we're wrong. Like I hope they actually treat people well, and our outside information is wrong, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
and it's not just Thizzler. There's a whole label aspect to this that you could get into as well if we really wanted to.
Because it's like Thizzler is a platform, bro. And they could make a label.
It's the platform right now in the Bay Area.
It's a platform and it's the platform in the Bay Area, and they could make a label, but in realistic, if you're a person, like if you're an artist that wants to real success, bro, I don't think you want to sign to the label made from Thizzler.
No, bro.
That's the thing. It's like who in their right mind, you have to be really desperate or like, I don't know. I don't want to speak on nobody, but like,
there's a lot that goes into it. Yeah. But anyway, all that to say, do you consciously make like a sound of hip hop that like is very different from what the traditional Bay Area sound is? Yeah. Because I asked this to like almost all like artists that I interview that are making what most artists in the Bay Area are making, which isn't what Thizzler wants to do. You think it is? But I asked them that, and I say like, I think I asked that because it's like, do you consciously think like I want to stray away from that sound, or do you is it just what you love? Like,
I just naturally love different shit.
Yeah,
I've slapped 100,000 Bay Area artists and gave it. Not gonna say there's Bay Area artists that's hard as fuck, like all black. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just try to name all the artists I fuck without the ass, but like all black, Lil Yee, like believe me, there's hard ass artists in the Bay. Like don't get me wrong, we got talent and like some of the shit I even slapped this, Bay Area type shit, but like when it comes to me, like really having a good time, I'm gonna put on some other shit like some Atlanta artists or like you know what I mean, because that's just the shit that I fuck with. Like I be fucking with that shit.
I mean, Atlanta's a good example of a scene that like elevated very quickly.
Hell yeah.
And like the Bay Area really could do the same thing.
Hell yeah. We gotta somehow get out of this I don't know, like crabs in a bucket or like,
That was who was that bro? It's so
really
funny.
Mindset,
Jet said the same.
It's so hard, bro. It's so hard, bro. And I catch myself even falling into it, bro. It's so hard for us, bro, because it's barely any of us in the Bay. Like, you feel me? Like, if you look at numbers, like Bay Area, we don't even have any like black people. It's really mostly like white people, Asian.
Well, it's tech. Yeah.
Yeah, like literally, like nigga. You feel me? It's like 40%, 40%, and like literally at 15%,
yeah,
12% black people. Like, but yeah, so it's like it's just hard, bro. Like, it's hard. It's hard to get out. I couldn't tell you how we're gonna get out of that mindset.
I think it starts when people have an honest image of like what the sound is.
Facts.
I feel like that, like when you use the analogy of like crabs in a bucket, for example, like that analogy is playing on the idea that we're pulling each other down.
Yeah.
And I think that happens when we try to keep the past in the future. Because when you look at outlets and you look at labels that like only want the Bay Area sound to be one thing, they are reinforcing the notion that it really is only one thing, which isn't true.
Exactly.
Like that's not true.
Facts.
But it's like if we have these people in power,
they're scared to change. Like,
well, they're not scared to change, but it threatens their way of doing things.
Yeah,
it threatens their way of making money. It threatens their livelihood, and it threatens the way they pay their bills. So, for example, when like if like you know a lot of the people that we're homies with, like if they all blow up tomorrow on a very electronic based hip hop sound in the Bay Area, that threatens a lot of empire artists.
True.
I don't because it's hard for them to branch out and sign people that are so different from what they're known for.
That's facts.
Because that's what they're known for. If I'm making a certain style of music, I'm gonna sign with a label that is known for that style of music.
Right.
So when
that's a whole demographic that they don't really know how to cater to.
Yeah, and they haven't.
You feel me? So,
and that's why people think that it's not there, even though it is.
That's facts.
You know?
That's definitely facts. That's facts.
The crabs in a bucket analogy, I think, works really well.
Yeah, I still be struggling. I be thinking sometimes like, man, should I just like post my shit on Thizzler? I'll be like, the instant thought is just like, who's on Thizzler that like is actually gonna give my shit an authentic ear, bro?
No one.
Like, yeah, you feel me? It's just like motherfuckers instantly are just gonna scroll and be like 3 seconds, and if it's not some like, you know, just some gang banging sound like you know with that old shit, it's like they just gonna scroll and like I already know that.
But I think you're right. I think the sound that like is a true representation of like what the underground is really doing right now. I think it is more of a positive sound. I think that's a really good thing. I think really like if we want to move to a place where the Bay Area becomes a better and more hospitable and a safer place, it's like we need to start acting like having more fun, bro.
Having more fun, literally, like plain and simple. Because like even a lot of artists, they don't even a lot of artists. Big artists come to the Bay Area, but they don't say shit because everybody gets robbed, you know? Yeah. And so it's like...
They get bipped, and they're like, wow.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. It's like, fucking Bay Area, bro. Like, like so we just gotta, like... We gotta start having more fun, bro. Literally.
That's a beautiful overarching method, or message.
Like, shit's important, bro. We gotta bring fun back to this shit over flex. Like, man, Bay Area has a lot of, like, flex on each other mentality. Mm-hmm. So it's like we got to get out of that.
Eat with each other. Elevate people.
We really do.
You know, be proud of the fact that somebody's from the Bay Area.
We are stuck in this like, oh, if that's not my nigga, like he can't eat with me. Like, you feel me? You didn't come up with me, you ain't eat with me. Like, I don't know who you are. Like, you know? It's like, bro, who cares, bro? We're all in it for the same shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll get there. So, Just a matter of time.
Right.
C4. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you,
bro. Good ass conversation, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. This very overdue.
Yeah, very overdue. But I'm damn near a year overdue.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Because I remember exactly where it was when we had an interview the next day, and I interviewed Darren. You know Darren, right?
Yeah.
And our so this is a new interface. This little slot right here, the SD card slot, it broke off and fell into the interface. That was like forever ago, and that was like the day before I was supposed to interview you like a year ago. Yikes. But we got it in. Very different place than we figured.
Because I'm in the, you feel me? I'm in the new setting, so.
Hell yeah.
Fuck with y'all.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Tell them Above the Bridge, man.
Thank you, man.
Go get that manifesto, man, out on all platforms. You feel me? It's my birthday coming up in a few days. Y'all might get a new video.
Where can they follow you?
Oh, yeah. Follow me on everything. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Everything luvc4, luvc4. Get all my music on all platforms. Same thing, luvc4, luvc4. Sign out. You know what I'm talking
Hell yeah. Thank you, bro. Sure. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.
Music matters.
It does.